Hey guys. So, I've been meaning to do this video for a little while now. Tiptoechick did a video titled Buddha Money Spell. And I thought it was actually a really clever idea to put a guardian over the change jar or money jar, or whatever you call it. I thought that it was actually a kind of brilliant idea. And I figured I would tell you guys a little bit about mine that I started shortly after she posted that video. I started it on January 14th. I found a jar. I picked the jar. I put the little bit of change I had in my wallet, which was probably just covering up to there, in the jar. And, you know, it's like, okay, we'll see what happens. We'll watch this grow. And, you know, I've always been pretty good with spotting, like, pennies on the ground and whatnot. But some strange stuff started to actually happen when I put her over the money jar. There would be change laying around in front of my locker. Just random. I'd come out of class and there'd be a dime sitting there in front of my locker, so I'd pick it up. I'd go back to my classroom, and then by my desk there'd be a penny or whatever, and I'd pick that up, and then I'd, you know, it was going like that for quite a while. And I thought that was really, really cool. I got a little sticky. There were 2 days, on January 22nd and then January 31st, that I was questioning it. You know, I was questioning it. It's like, how much money has she actually brought in? And it had been a while since anything like that had happened. Like when I first started, that's what was happening, and then it slowly stopped. And, you know, so it was like, okay, well, you know, how much is actually in there? You know, my curiosity was getting the better of me. You know, like, it's quite full now, and I know there's Canadian Tire money in there, but I don't really count that anyway. So, keeping that in mind, on those 2 days, I counted the money that was in the jar. She just sort of, my lovely freedom fairy, was like, you know what, go ahead and look. She's kind of evil for that too, I think, just because she was smirking at me the entire time as I was sitting there counting it. And between, you know, like, I was counted it, and I was like, wow, that was a lot of money. And then on the 31st, I counted it again, and I was like, holy Dinah, even more. And I figured out the difference. And within 11 days, I had got, where is it now? Within 11 days, or however many days there are between that, I'm guessing it's 11, I got $11.87 between those days. Every time it seems that I go and I count it, and, you know, she's always sitting there smirking at me. She's always thinking, you know what, you found it. You're finding all those shiny pennies. And I figured I'll go to the jars full, and then, depending on the vibe I get from her, I'll figure out what to do with it. I'm considering donating it to charity. I'm considering putting it in my account. I'm considering spending it. So I thought that it would be something sort of nice to just show you guys. With the Freedom Fairy collection, just as a side note, they all come with little animals. This one's got a fox. Fox for freedom, I guess. As little different totem animals, I guess. And fox is not my totem animal. If you feel necessary to, like, if you feel it necessary to get the one with your animal, go ahead. Nobody's gonna stop you. But, you know, I love all of them. I think they're all so cool. I want them all one day. But I got her because of an emotion in me. Like, you know, look at the face. Don't just look at the animal. Don't just look at the clothing. Look at their face. Look at her face. Look at that face. You know? At the time when I was getting these, I really, really needed freedom from a bad relationship I was in a bad circumstance, and that's why I chose her. So think to your circumstance. Don't just look at the animal and say, oh, I like the fox, or I like the owl, or I like this, or I like that, and that's what I'm gonna do. Look past the animal, at the face, at the word each fairy represents. You know, like, my totem animal is the wolf. The wolf stands for courage within the collection. And I was looking at that, and I really, really wanted to get it, but I didn't. One, because I didn't feel like spending, you know, $25 extra on it. But because I didn't really need courage that second. I didn't need courage at that time. So really think if you're gonna get these. I love this collection, I really do. I love all of their fairy collections that Sears has, and all of it. I love all the collections. Like, real feather. That's real feather right there. That's a real feather. I don't know if it's a fake feather or not, but it's not like a plaster that, like, the rest of her is. Anyway, you guys have a fabulous week. Have a fabulous end of the day. The sun is shining, everything is melting. It's an awesome day. It's a good Canadian spring right now. So, blessed be to all of you, and much love and light.